Once there was a king with 10 sons and 1 daughter. Their mother died when the daughter Elisa was born. The children were kind and happy. Later, the king fell in love with another woman and married her. He loved his new queen very much and believed she was always right. But the queen was jealous and cruel. She hated the king's 10 sons and wanted to send them away. Love made the king blind, and he could not see the truth. One day, the queen took the 10 boys outside the city walls. She spoke magical words and turned them into 10 white birds. "Fly far away," she said. "Live among the trees and search for food on the ground." The brothers flew high into the sky, over mountains and rivers, until they reached a great sea. There they made their home in the trees beside the water. When Elisa learned what had happened, she ran away from the castle. She cried for many hours and walked for many days. She followed not with her eyes, but with the love in her heart. "One day I will find them," she whispered. At last, her love guided her to the great sea where her brothers lived. That night, Elisa fell asleep beneath a tree. Kind fairies watched over her while she slept, and no dangerous animal came near her. The next morning, she met an old woman. "What are you doing here all alone?" the woman asked kindly. She gave Elisa food, and Elisa told her about her brothers. "I am searching for 10 princes," she said. "10 princes?" replied the woman. "No, but this morning I saw 10 white birds with golden feet and jewel-like eyes. Perhaps they were princes." The woman showed Elisa the river, and Elisa followed it to the sea. There, she saw the 10 beautiful white birds shining in the sunlight. Elisa built a little house from branches and flowers. One evening, she returned home and found bread, eggs, and fish beside the door. That night, her brothers came to visit her. "Do not cry," they said. "We will tell you stories." Their stories made her smile and laugh again. When it grew late, the brothers flew into the trees. "Sleep well, Elisa," they said. "We are watching over you." That night, Elisa dreamed of the old woman again, but now the woman was a beautiful fairy. "Do you wish to save your brothers?" asked the fairy. "Yes!" cried Elisa. "Then listen carefully. Near your house grow golden flowers. Gather them and wash them in river water. Then make 10 coats from the flowers, 1 for each brother. But remember, only you can make the coats, and until they are finished, you must not speak a single word. If you speak too soon, your brothers will die." "I understand," Elisa answered. When she woke up, she found the golden flowers outside her door. She began her work immediately and worked all day long until her fingers hurt. Her brothers came that night, but Elisa stayed silent. "Why won't you speak?" they asked. Elisa drew 10 coats in the dirt with her finger, and her brothers understood that she was working to save them. Weeks passed, and 6 coats were finished. One day, while Elisa was by the river, hunting dogs suddenly surrounded her. Then a young king rode out of the forest on a beautiful white horse. When Elisa saw him, she fell in love. "Who are you?" the king asked gently. "Nobody lives here." Elisa could not answer. The king visited her every day. They walked beside the river together, and soon he loved her deeply. At last he asked, "Will you become my queen?" Elisa began to cry and ran toward the golden flowers. "We will take your flowers and your work to my castle," said the king kindly. "You may continue there." Because she loved him, Elisa agreed. The king brought Elisa and her coats to his kingdom. By then she had finished 8 coats. Every day her brothers flew above the castle, watching over her. But the king had a jealous younger brother who wanted the throne for himself. When the king married Elisa, the younger brother grew angry. If they have a son, he thought, I will never become king. One day, the king had to travel to another country. Elisa stayed behind and continued working on the coats. She had finished 9 of them, but she needed more golden flowers. At last, she found some growing in a dark and unpleasant place outside the city. If people see me here, they will not understand, she thought. So she waited until night and secretly gathered the flowers. The king's younger brother saw her and followed her night after night. Then he gathered the people of the city outside the walls. You will soon discover the truth about your queen, he told them. When Elisa appeared and gathered the flowers, the jealous brother shouted, Look, she is using dark magic. She plans to harm the king. The frightened people cried out angrily, Burn her! Punish her! The jealous brother locked Elisa in her room. Tomorrow you will die, he said. Meanwhile, the king was returning home. During the journey, he saw a white bird with golden feet flying above him. It is one of Elisa's birds, he thought. It wants me to return quickly. So the king and his men rode through the entire night. At the same time, Elisa worked without stopping on the final coat. The next morning, the people gathered in the great square before the castle. A large fire had been prepared. Above them, the white birds circled through the sky, crying loudly. The king's brother brought Elisa into the square. She carried the golden coats in her arms. Just then, the king arrived. What is happening here? He shouted. The king looked into his brother's eyes and finally understood everything. The jealous brother turned to the crowd. Do we want her to die? He shouted. Then a little boy cried, No! And soon everyone shouted, No! Elisa called softly, Come to me, my brothers. The white birds flew down beside her. Elisa threw the golden coats over them, and instantly the birds transformed back into 10 handsome princes. When the people learned the truth, they became furious with the king's cruel brother. Frightened, he ran away through the streets. Children chased after him, throwing little stones, and soon he disappeared into the dark forest. Nobody ever saw him again. The king ran to Elisa and held her tightly in his arms. At last, Elisa could speak again. Tears of happiness filled her eyes because her brothers were finally safe. The 10 princes were human once more, and the entire kingdom celebrated with joy. Music filled the streets, lights glowed through the night, and everyone danced until morning. Elisa, her brothers, and the king lived together in peace and happiness for many long years.